Let's turn to the doctrine itself. Let's turn to the scripture. What do we find? Surah 4, verse 34. Men are in charge of women by right of what Allah has given one over the other, and what they spend for maintenance from their wealth. So righteous are women who are devoutly obedient, guarding in their husband's absence what Allah would have them guard. But those wives from whom you fear arrogance, first advise them, then if they persist, forsake them in bed. Finally, strike them. But if they obey you, seek no means against them. Indeed, Allah is ever exalted and grand. So what we have is a situation where if a wife is disobedient, of course first you try to talk them out. Second, you stop having sex with them. But if that really doesn't work, then you strike them. Now, okay, perhaps this isn't a thing about women. Perhaps this is just a thing about violent behavior. It's just about striking people who are disobedient, and not even disobedient to the husband, but disobedient to God. If someone's being disobedient to God, then they need to be set right. And perhaps the only way to do that sometimes is with physical violence. Well, okay, if that's the case, then let's look at a comparison from a hadith reported by Al-Hakim on disobedient men. So this is in reference to wives talking about their husbands. She should not beat him in case she is stronger than he. If he is more in the wrong than she should plead with him until he is reconciled. If he accepts her pleading, all well and good, and her plea will be accepted by Allah. Well, if he is not reconciled with her, her plea will have reached Allah in any case. So if a woman is disobedient to a man or disobedient to a god, whichever framework you want to think about it, the first thing that the wife should do, if the man is disobedient, is to try and talk him out of it. And if that doesn't work, it's not a problem, because Allah's going to hear it anyway. But if a wife's disobedient to a husband, then sure, he should still try and talk her out of it. But if that doesn't work, well then you can strike them. Seems to be a bit of an inequality here.
Yeah, there's some things in Islam which are different for men than to women. Why do I have to justify myself to you? You have to justify why that equality of that Eurocentric understanding of equality of second-wave feminism in the 60s that emerged is the objective morality. That's an active claim that you've made. You have to substantiate it. You have to first prove your morality. You're a subjective moralist. You don't believe in objective morality. Don't ask me about morality. You don't believe in it. Prove it. That's an active claim.